Okay, Mr. Foster, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, what's happening is this. She's out and she's partying, she's having fun, she's doing all this stuff like all on social media. She's a social media influencer. I met her because I'm one of her super fans.
Oh,
yeah.
This is
and
cute.
How it happened was that we, since I'm a super fan, I'm kind of following her around, see what she's doing. But she actually called for me to cater to one of her areas, which is how we actually hooked up from there, because I'm a chef.
Okay.
We have one child together, and she's not really doing the things that she's supposed to do as a mother.
It began with a liked post and a vision. A devoted follower turned private cook now standing before a judge answering for her choices. He claims she swapped motherhood for messages, parenting for nightlife. But is she truly just hunting for fame? Or is there something deeper at play? One kid, two worlds, and a courtroom set to determine what comes next. But right when you think the picture is clear, wait until you hear her side of things.
Supporting the child, being there for them, paying any Medicaid or so, dealing with for the child. I practically do all that. And I brought her here today just to say, hey, you gotta step up your game. You gotta do something, help out this child, because I can't be the only supporter if you're here supposed to do something as well. I mean, I can do it, but I do need a little bit more income for that.
Okay, I'm a little bit more interested in the background. You know, how you became a super fan and you hooked up.
Well, I'm a follower.
I mean, I don't need all the details about, how the child was conceived. I'm just interested to see how that works,
He's not demanding a lot, just some support to raise their kid, healthcare costs, emotional availability, a teammate in raising a child. But when romance begins on an app, does it have the strength to last in reality? And as the judge looks closer into their strange influencer meets home cook backstory, one thing stands out. This isn't just a battle over a child. It's the collapse of a digital fairy tale. And what she has to say about all of it, that's coming up next.
Well, I'm the type of guy that I always post all my stuff, letting people know this is what I do, like all my catering stuff and all that. But when it comes to her, I know that she does all this stuff, and I know she's a big influencer, and she pretty much puts everything out there. She's really, when it comes to making it to a live stream, she can do that. She has that. But so that's what I did. I actually reached out to her in that way, and that's how I got more of my influence out there, so I can actually start catering and partying catering to all these parties.
Okay, all right. And so you want her to pay child support?
Yes.
All right, and you said the child is on Medicaid,
yes.
Correct? Okay.
He grew his catering business by surfing the current of her popularity, but now he's asking for more than just visibility. He wants answers as their social media romance begins to fall apart under courtroom pressure. One question remains: did he pursue her out of love or opportunity? And when she steps up to testify next, get ready, because her take on being a mother might just leave you without words.
All right, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
No.
Okay. Ma'am, welcome. I'm honored. Social media influencer?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, but what does that have to do with you being a mom?
I'm out there trying to make money and trying to support my child. I do send him money. I'm just trying to grow my business.
How much money do you send him?
It just depends on what's going on during the week, what I have and what my income is.
She's finally on the spot, and she's not standing down. An entrepreneur, a content creator, a mom. In that order. She says she sends funds when possible, but in this courtroom occasionally isn't enough. Her justifications are stacking up, and the judge isn't convinced. How much does she actually give, and what is she concealing behind the edits and the audience? Stay with us, because the figures tell the truth.
On average, how much money are you getting from her, if any?
She only sends about maybe like $200-300.
$200 or $300? You're a social media influencer?
Well, I'm still growing my business. I mean, I'm
right.
But she parties. It's all over. It's online. It's like she's everywhere.
And you're getting paid for these appearances,
and you
right?
party too. That's how we met.
No, I was catering to your.
You were catering
to one of your parties. Yes.
Oh.
So I wasn't really partying. I was catering. I had to work it.
Right. That's what they're calling catering these days. being a super fan. I get it.
It was one time.
One time and you all had the baby?
Yeah, don't take that long.
Well, that's true.
$200 a month for a kid while pulling in money from trending events and internet stardom. The courtroom is shocked. He served food at her gathering. She labeled it business. But what they made together is bigger than content. It's a child who deserves better. The judge is questioning everything and the pressure. It's building quickly because what she confesses next will flip everything on its head.
So he is making a good income as well.
Right, but the child is with him. So
Yes.
his income is not really
Because
concerning
I
for me.
travel. I travel.
Right, and you're being paid for your travel. Exactly. How much are you making, roughly?
Maybe about 100,000.
You're making about $100,000 and you send him $200 or so for the baby?
Yes.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not about to do this with you. You're making a lot of money and your child is coming up short and you don't have a problem with that?
No, I do have a problem with that. I would like him with me.
$100,000 a year, and she's sending pocket money for her kid. The courtroom stirs. The judge leans forward. This isn't about finances. It's about what matters most. She wants her boy beside her on tour in the limelight. But is this about affection or control? The moment of truth is approaching, and next we find out just how far she's willing to push to protect her way of life.
So you want the baby to be on social media for likes and follows?
Oh, it might
What
be
about-
something that
Like, what about school and all those other
he can
academic
do
things that he has to
homeschool
do?
when he's 3.
So
He's
where
going
is
to
he
be on
homeschooling? In
virtual
hotels and stuff
school
like
with
that?
likes and followers?
You see it all the time. Why not? I mean,
Right, but don't you believe that that's a distraction?
no, I mean, I feel like, I'm making a pretty good income, and I think that this could really help him when he's older.
And
And to
I
save
f-
up some money.
Well, if you're making a pretty good income, you can send more.
I agree with that.
Maybe you could work harder.
No, ma'am. Maybe you can work harder to be in your child's life.
Views, reposts, subscribers. She wants her toddler in the feed, but at what price? The judge sees interference. She sees possibility. And the courtroom. It sees a mother picking spotlight over household. Can a social media empire justify overlooking a child's everyday life? With education, consistency, and safety hanging in the balance, the court is about to deliver a verdict she never saw coming.
How often do you have the child?
When he allows the child to be with me when I'm not traveling.
Oh, okay. So when you're not traveling, that's how often?
Really, a couple of days, a month.
Exactly. You made that up. This is what we're going to do. We're going to place you on child support based on that $100,000 a year, ma'am. Yeah, and don't look confused. It's the right thing to do. It is absurd that you believe it is okay to only send a couple of $100s to dad for your child, and you actually think that it's okay for your child to be toting along with you to grow your social media influence. Yeah, no, that's not where we're...
2 days a month. That's how rarely she sees her kid. Her face falls when the judge states the figure. $100,000 yearly earnings in child support to match. This isn't a penalty, it's accountability. Because raising a child isn't occasional, and online fame won't secure a kid's tomorrow. But just when you think it's resolved, the court adds another surprise. And now she owes even more.
This child needs to be in an environment that is stable. Need to make sure that school is being attended to. How old is this child?
About 3.
3 years old. No. Kindergarten will be here before you know it. He does not need to be traveling and going to homeschool and virtual school all over the country or wherever it is that you have to appear. You'd agree with me, right?
I guess I have to.
No, you don't have to, but don't you believe that's in the best interest of the child to be somewhere stable?
Well, I think the best interest of the child would be with me, and if I'm growing a business and I can take care of them.
And you believe that because you're the mom?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen.
The kid is 3. School is around the corner, but she wants to drag him along for the journey on flights in hotel rooms chasing footage. The judge isn't buying it. Consistency, she says. Education, he insists. And when mom says, "But I carried this child," the courtroom hears arrogance, not argument. The ruling is on its way. And in the next clip, it all comes down to the closing figures.
So what we're going to do is base your child support off that $100,000 that you testified to. That makes your gross $8,333.33, bringing your net to $6,212.37. That makes your monthly child support obligation $1,242. Now, you mentioned Medicaid.
Yes.
Medicaid is not free. He doesn't have to pay for it, but you do. So it's based on 9% of your gross, which your gross is that $8,300 that I said earlier. That brings your reimbursement to Medicaid $750.
Over $1,900. That's her new monthly responsibility. The courtroom goes quiet as the judge reads the figures like a verdict. Medicaid, she covers. Insurance, she locates it. This isn't just an invoice, it's a wake-up call. Her platform, her career may be lucrative, but raising a child has no price tag. And still, there's one final moment from her that you won't want to look away from.
You can find somewhere on, private health insurance. I'm pretty sure you can find it a lot cheaper. Maybe one of your followers is a health insurance agent or something, and they can get you something cheaper, okay? So, based on that, $1,242 plus $750 brings your monthly child support obligation to $1,992. You're going to pay that monthly to Dad. Any questions?
No, I don't have any.
Why did you look at him?
Because I was just thinking he's making more money, he's doing more gigs.
That's great, and so are you. And if you make any more money doing more gigs, we can just increase your child support. Anything further?
Nope.
Is there anything further, sir?
No.
Okay, nothing further. You all are dismissed.
The decision is done. $1,992 every month. No crying, no pushback, just a look at the man raising her kid. As she sits there, the judge reminds her more bookings mean more payments. This isn't just about figures, it's about ownership, about maturing faster than her audience grows. The case is over, but what about what lies ahead? Was the right call made? Drop your thoughts below, like, subscribe, and tell us who you think really came out on top.